Hey everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. I picked up a few products from Chanel and it's from the new Les Beiges Summer Light 2021 collection. It's been out now for over a month and I'm finally able to sit down and make a video of it. So this collection consists of, and I'm going to look here on my laptop, it consists of a Healthy Glow bronzing cream and it's in the deep tan. I did not pick that one up because I don't need another bronzer. There are two new 5-pan eyeshadow palettes and I picked up one, and this is Intense, and here it is right there. There's another one, Tender, but I didn't pick that one up. That one looks similar to the one by Suku, the 102, and I did a video on that and I'll link that one down below. So that one just kind of looked a little similar. But if I like this one, I may end up getting Tender. Who knows? There are 4 new shades in the Rouge Coco Flash, and I picked up one. And let's see, which one did I pick? Sunbeam. I picked up Sunbeam. And 4 new nail polish. And as you can see, I don't use nail polish, and if I do, it's mostly French tip, white tip. So that is the collection. So what I'll be playing with again is the eyeshadow palette Intense and the new shade in the Rouge Coco Flash lipstick. I'll also throw in a foundation, and this is also from the Les Beiges collection. It's the Water Fresh Tint. I'll also use this. And a Chanel blush, and I believe this one is in Braun Rouge, so I'll use that. And I believe that's all the Chanel products that I will use in this video. But before I begin, I want to let you know that you probably won't be seeing my right hand that often, and if I do, I may need to edit that out, because what happened a week ago, I was just walking from my car to the grocery store and there was a little bit of unevenness in the concrete in the parking lot. You guessed it, I tripped. And usually when I trip, I try to roll out of it, but this time it just kind of stopped mid-roll. So I had my phone and my wallet in my hand, in my right hand, this hand right here. And as I was falling, I saved my phone at least, as I was falling, the concrete hit the back of my hand, my wrist, my elbow, my shoulder, and my knee. So I got pretty scratched up, especially the back of my right hand. I'm not going to show you my hand because that one still looks pretty fresh. But if you want to look away, now is the time. But my elbow has a little bit, it's drying up, and a bruise right there. And my shoulder, hope you can see that. That's my shoulders like that. Yeah. And my knee's still looking kind of fresh, so I won't show that. I'm going to get a brush here so I can show, but pretty much all of the back of my hand, especially my knuckles and my wrist, looks like I went through the cheese grater. Luckily, I didn't suffer any broken bones because, as you can see, I did land on my shoulder and my elbow and my wrist and my knee. My gosh. I looked around, I didn't hear anybody laughing, so hopefully nobody saw, but as I got up, I looked up there and there was a camera, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be on a loop for them to watch. But it's more of an embarrassment. I lost my ego on that one. But luckily, I didn't break any bones because I pretty much landed on my wrist and my elbow and my shoulder, and it just didn't quite make the roll. But thank God I am fine. No broken bones. And I wanted to bring this video up sooner, but just my hand was just kind of still sore, kind of burning from the scratches on my hand. So I'm finally able to sit down and do it now. So let's go ahead and start playing. Let me bring you in closer and we'll go from there. Just prime my eyes with the Hourglass eyeshadow primer, and let me go ahead and show you Intense. This is what the palette looks like. It comes in a beige cover. I guess that's why they call it the Les Beiges collection. And you open it up, and here is the 5-pan palette, the Quince. So this is more on the olivey, bronzy shades. It's a pretty palette. I did swatch the shades on my left arm, and it's kind of hard because I need my left hand to swatch them, but here are the shades in this palette. Looks to be 4 shimmers and 1 matte, the deep shade here. So I'm trying to figure out which shade to use. I think I'm going to put this shade all over my lid. I know everybody's been using this olive shade. I mean, it's real pretty, but I think I'm going to go in with this shade all over my lid. I think I'm going to use my finger, and this is the first time I've used the Chanel 5-pan palette. I have to say that the pans are a little bit small for my finger. But this is a pretty bronzy shade, though. So yeah, let me put that all over my lid. Just kind of leave the inner corner open. Luckily it didn't happen to my left hand because I am left-handed. I can't believe I fell. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that I didn't continue my roll, but like I said, at least I saved my phone. And it's very subtle. It's not very bam in your face. It's not showing any texture on my lids too. Okay, that was easy. I'm going to go in with a pencil brush and use this shade right here and put that in the inner corner of my eye. Let that brighten up the look. It's a pretty subtle gold shade. Okay, that turned out pretty good. Real easy. Really blended out and spread out very nicely, very quickly. Okay, now let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in with that first shade again using a brush, a fluffy brush, and just kind of blend that in my crease a little bit higher. Now as I'm blending it out in my crease, the shimmers are still there. It may emphasize a little bit of my texture. Now I'm going to use the same pencil brush and go in with this olive shade, and I'm going to put that one in the outer corner. Pack that on the outer lid. I mean, this is a pretty shade to place all over the lid too, but I just wanted something a little light. I hope you can see the different shades there on my lid. Oh, and the brush that I'm using is the Pencil Pro by Sonia G. Okay, that turned out pretty. I like it. Going back in the first brush, this is the Refer 16 with no product on it, and just kind of blend out above my crease. Now I'm going to go in with a really small pencil brush. This is by Refer and it's the number 3. And I'm going in with the deep shade just to line my eyes. I'm going to do something different here. Okay, I have to say that it is kind of powdery. I'm seeing some kick up there. I'm just going to place that on my lash line there and just bring it up. Now I'm probably still going to put a black eyeliner because I love black eyeliner, but I don't know now. Yeah, I think I'll still put black eyeliner. And let me go in with this shade. I didn't use that one, and let me highlight underneath my brows. Just ever so lightly, just to give me a little bit of highlight there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go off camera to put my primers on and the concealer so you don't have to see my hand, and then I'll come back on and we'll play with the foundation. So the 2 primers that I applied is this one by Guerlain, the L'Or Radiance Primer, and the other one is by Chantecaille. It's the Mattifying Primer. And the concealers are both from Clé de Peau, and it's the stick concealer in the shade Buff and Hazelnut. I put Buff, the lighter one, in the inner and outer corner, and Hazelnut in the middle. Now let's go in with the Les Beiges Water Fresh Tint. This is in the shade Medium Beige, and I was thinking about it. I'm going to have to put it in the back of my right hand because I need my left hand to apply the foundation. So I can't show you the consistency of it. Let me try putting it on my hand. Okay, I don't know if you can see the consistency like that. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? Let me just put this on my face. Let me put a little bit more on the back of my hand. This is a very nice foundation for the summer. It's very light. It doesn't make you feel hot when you're outside, and it does come with this little foundation brush. And it doesn't sink in any pores or wrinkles. It just looks like your skin. Yeah, this is a good shade for me in the summer. Because when I tried this foundation first a couple months ago, it looked a little dark and a little red on me, but now it's looking like me now. So while I let this foundation set, I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and do my brows, the eyeliner, mascara, and do my hair, and I'll be right back and we'll play with the bronzer, blush, and the lipstick. So I'll be right back. You know, I just completely forgot. Let me go ahead and do underneath my eyes with this palette. I think I'm going to go in with what I put in my inner corner. I'm going to go ahead and use this shade and place that underneath my eyes, pretty much in my inner corner. Let's do that. I'm going in with this shade, what I placed all over my lid, and place that underneath my lash line. Alright, now let me go finish putting the rest of my eye makeup on and do my hair, and I'll be back. I'm back, and the products that I used for my brows, this one by Benefit, the Precisely My Brow in shade number 4, and this brow gel by Suku in the shade number 1. Now for the eyeliner, I use this one by Tom Ford, and this one comes with a thick side and a small side, and I used the small side this time. So there is the small side. I'll show you the big side if you're not familiar with this pen. That's the big side. The thicker side, I should say. And I just placed it in the top lash line. And what I use for my waterline is this pencil by Essence. Instead of black, I use a chocolate brown. And this pencil by Essence, it costs $3. And I have it in black because this pencil stays in place, especially in the waterline. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge, it doesn't gather in the corner of your eye. And then my favorite mascara, the Lancome Mr. Big, and the Uma Beauty, I always forget the name of this one, Extreme Volume Nourishing Mascara. Let's go in with bronzer, and this is by Gucci in the shade number 5. I know it's kind of hard to do it with one hand. Let's just add a little bronzer. Even though this is a deeper foundation shade, just need, you know, give me a little definition there. Let's go in with this Blush by Chanel Bronze Rouge. And I did a video on this one, and I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. Another brush by Sonia G. And let's just apply that to my cheeks there. Now let's apply a little bit of powder, just a little bit, especially in my oily areas. And this one also by Gucci, and this is in the shade, wait, let me look here. Okay, the bronzer's in the shade number 4. I always get that one mixed up. Bronzer in the shade 4, powder shade 5. Let me just add a little powder there in my T-zone and underneath my eyes. Now let's go in with the lipstick, the Rouge Coco Flash in the shade Sunbeam. Let me look at the number, 162. Here's what the bullet looks like. Comes with a gold belt there and the top also. Now the Rouge Coco Blooms, they have a silver belt. So the Flash has a gold belt. That's how you can kind of tell which one is which. And the Flash is a little bit more on the balmy side, whereas the Blooms has a little bit more pigment. And I also did a video on the Blooms lipstick that I have, and I'll link that one down below. Let me swatch this one for you. It's going to be on my left hand. So there is Sunbeam. Oh, it's a little bit more pinky than what I thought it would be, because it looks a little corally there. Huh. So yeah, this is more of a balmy texture. So it just gives you a little hint of color. It feels very light on the skin, and it's a little bit more pink than what I thought it would be, but it kind of works. It kind of works. All right, here's the final look of using my new products from Chanel from the Les Beiges Summer Light collection 2021. But I'm really impressed with this eyeshadow palette Intense, and it does give you a little bit of an intense look, but very subtle. I like it. So maybe I do need to look into the other palette, Tender, or any other palette for that matter in the 5-pan palette, the Quince. But I like the look that I did. And I like using the darker matte shade for a liner. I mean, you could even though I used the Tom Ford black eyeliner, you can kind of still see the matte shade there because I didn't go too thick with the liquid eyeliner. And this one does cost $65. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning of the video. And the lipstick, I kind of wish it was a little bit more corally instead of pinky. But it's not bad, and I do like the formula because it's very light. It gives you, a little hint of color on your lips, especially for the summertime. And this cost $40. And of course the Water Fresh Tint, really do like this one. We'll throw that one in because it is part of the Les Beiges collection. And this one costs $65, and you do get a little brush with it. And of course the Chanel blush. Love all the Chanel blushes that I have. Well, alright, I hope you found this video helpful if you were looking at the eyeshadow palette by Chanel. I know that there are a lot of videos out there already. I'm a little late, but with my injury, yeah, it happens, I guess. Well, alright, you guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'm going to have to use this hand. And hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.